Hi Leos, welcome. So what's going on with Leos today? What do Leos need to know? Right, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you doing that. If you write comments in the comment section, I can say hi to you. And also happy birthday if it's Leo's birthday today. Always good to have a solar return. So what aspects are we having today? Completion. So when we complete our little chapter, we feel a sense of satisfaction. Sometimes completing things are goals and what we need to understand. Say, for instance, we need to complete on tasks. So this completion is really interesting in the way that have you found all the information? Have you done all that you need to do to get to your goal? So when it says completion, yes, maybe you have completed your journey. And maybe today, let's read this card differently. Why don't we have an extra piece? There's an extra piece in the puzzle. Where did that come from? So we can have a look at that. Even though your situation is complete, there's another aspect that could be a secret. Or it could be an aspect where is somebody trying to knock your tower down? So even though something's complete, is it really complete? Have you finished that circle aspect? So having a look at that would be highly interesting actually. Because what I'm picking up for Leos is maybe there are a few cracks in the ointment, flies in the ointment. I can't even remember English sayings sometimes. So we have to learn to trust ourselves. So when we trust ourselves emotionally, it gives us a sense of balance and understanding. Because when we have imbalance in our life, then things can be very sliding off the planet kind of thing. So for trust, one has to trust your emotions that things are nearly complete. And if they are complete, one has to trust the ability that you're going to still keep going to maintain the completion. Trust is also not about trusting your situation, but trusting in a universal power to help you and assist you. So if there is a fly in the ointment or an extra piece that you just can't work out, you know, too many cooks spoil the broth and things like that. There is too much. So where is it that you need to trust? If you're the leader in your situation, you have to trust yourself that you can maintain that. So say for instance, this is an analogy, it's not to your system. So say if you've in a job, you're the boss and you're going to this, say you're a wedding planner or something like that, and you've just employed a load of people to help you do the event. And you've got all the right people to organise flowers, to do the chairs, to do the photography, all those types of things. But hey, you've invited 3 people to do the flowers when you were only supposed to do 2. So there's an aspect that you've over booked certain people. So in that situation, say it was romance. So are you doing too much and you've just overtaxed yourself? Or maybe you've got a few more people on the go than you should have done. So this trust aspect is knowing how to not manipulate, sort of know what's going on. So it's almost like the planning situation and how you see things. So sometimes with completion, and there is an extra piece, maybe you're working that little bit extra and you don't have to do that. You just have to get it done. So say for instance, you're writing that beautiful piece of music and you think, aha, hold on a minute, it's not quite finished. It needs a few more bars, and it needs this tweaking and that tweaking. And it's good to make it perfect, but then it could be too perfect, and that extra is a little bit too much. Same if you're writing a book. How many words do we need? Is that a little bit extra? Let's just chop it off because it's already completed. That's the feeling I'm getting anyway. If you can use those analogies in your situation, you may understand just a little bit more. So you have the fighting aspect within the mindset. This is always a fun one, isn't it? So your mind may be playing tricks on you. That's, I suppose, why we've got the trust aspect here. Trust in yourself. You're responsible for your own thoughts coming in. So when they're playing a little bit of havoc and fighting and arguing, this is perhaps why this thing that I was talking about is complete. You don't have to make things perfect. It's good to always revise and read back what you've written and your situation. But if you overanalyze, then it just becomes a mind trap. So one needs to really look at that and why that is. So sometimes when we overthink things in our past, it does trip us up. So for you, the message today is really about trust. Trust that the universe and God and your angels, spirit guides, they all want the very best for you, and perhaps even those around you. So if you are having a creative stumbling block, just ask someone you really trust, what do you think of this situation? Do you think this music is complete, or should I chop it up a bit? Same with chapters of a book. Reread it if you're writing and see if it's applicable. So it is very much about your mind and where's it going. So let's have a look at the Healing Oracle cards just to see what's going on with Leos. Have you guys noticed those cards? How blue they are. So blue is very good for expansion. So blue, kind of grey there. So if you like blue, then that might be a very interesting colour to meditate on today. Where's the expansion and where's the feeling? And just personally have a look at blue. Right, we have self-love here. This is very important. This is one of the most important aspects of the whole universe. So where is it you're self-loving yourself? If we're not accepting ourselves, then we're not going to give ourselves anything. So even though situations may be coming to a completion, then trusting in yourself fully is the most important oracle today. So the deer is coming out of a lockdown situation, just to see how things are in the world. There's also bubbles, which are like imagination. So when you imagine and face the fear and do it anyway, kind of thing, use your imagination with vision and trust that vision. This person is rooted in the earth with her feet. So it's like, be grounded today, but have that vision, have that trust in yourself to give to yourself. It's so important. And don't fight with your mind. Just say to yourself, perhaps, my intention of my situation, is it done out of love and the good of all? So if it's done for you with love, then that's good. And especially if it's the good of all, then it's going to be the best situation going. So please, guys, trust in yourself. You're brilliant people out there. You really are. So learn to love yourself and expect love to be everywhere. And when we focus on that, nothing in your life can go amiss. You will be on the right track at the right time. So, Leos, happy birthday again for you. And do take care. Lots of love, and we'll see you again. Bye.